coming up. We're talking people, we're talking names.
First days, it's your first hot 10.
Excuse him, this is the first time he's been on the show. Okay, predictions right now. Who's going on that? If you were to give it to one of the student sections, where's that staff going today? Right now.
Go ahead.
Brady White interview, take one. Marker? Brady, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us. Do you think at Signal Sports Hot 10 gave you overexposure last year?
Overexposure? Really? No, based off of this show, I actually got a full athletic scholarship to Bahama State.
Bahama State?
Yeah, Bahama State, BSU. I actually have the official letter right here. Dear Bradley White, they got my name wrong, but I know what they meant, so it's okay. We've never seen you play football. We don't know what league your team's part of. We don't know what a CAF championship is, but we've been watching the at Signal Sports Hot 10 and we're sold on you. We want to offer you a full athletic scholarship to play football here.
Bahama State. And you think this is legit?
Of course it's legit. I mean, look right here. It's signed by the head coach, Paul, in a fast one, and I'm really considering this school. In fact, I actually might change my name to Bradley. What? Bradley White, Heisman.
It's a Signal Hot 10, back again. Carrie Osborne, Dan Agnew.
I don't even know what that was, Addison.
That's a good little intro there. All right.
It was something.
What week are we on? I don't even know what week we're on in the Foothill League.
We are in week
4.
4?
Yeah, this would be the 4th week.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me some names. Give me some names.
Hang on, can we show this?
Please.
This is this blank spot right there. Can you get that right there?
This is the Signal staff if you did not know.
Section
We're
champions.
the best student section in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Foothill League student section champions.
Look at this.
Signal Sports.
Look at this.
Signal staff.
Look at you.
And your student section's name right there. The pack, the tribe.
Just
gonna
to
be
avoid,
Blue crew, right?
just to avoid all confusion. Green Machine.
Dan. What's the
Golden Valley's the Den.
nation?
Tuesday night I was at the West Ranch Canyon basketball game. And I gotta say, West Ranch was on the road, and even though they were smaller, and they were, because they were like packed into the corner, because Canyon's like the worst for student sections. They were packed into the corner, they were just as loud as the Green Machine. I'm willing to say that, if you're on the road, you're smaller, and you're just as loud.
So you think they should be
that's a
number
victory.
1? Is that
I think that they were the most impressive student section.
Do you want to start with sports or keep listening to this garbage?
Oh, you like student sections too.
I do, but let's start with sports.
All right, fine, fair enough. Then shoot me a name. I'm asking for names.
Right?
I think maybe at least top 3, Rebecca Harrison, Valencia girls soccer.
Rebecca Harrison,
She
why?
scored 5 goals, let me get this right, 5 goals, 4 assists in the last 4 games for Valencia. Valencia's in first place.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's very impressive.
Okay.
She's on a roll right
One
now.
trick pony, you got more soccer names.
All right, I'll give you another one from Canyon, Mary Kniesel. She's got 4 goals in the last 4 games.
Boy,
And
you're a regular sabermetrician, aren't you?
Valencia versus Canyon. Valencia and Canyon are playing each other for basically, that's number 1 and 2 in league. Huge game
When is
this
that,
week.
Dan?
That's on Friday.
That big matchup, big girls soccer matchup. So 2 girls, no boys, huh? Isn't boys soccer your deal?
Well, are we talking about the number 1 spot right now?
Let's just talk about
We're talking people. We're talking names.
first days. It's your first.
This is
my
his first
first
hot
hot
10.
10?
Excuse him. This is the first time he's been on the show.
It is my debut. All right, Francisco Perez. If this guy makes you a fan, he's just an exciting player. Golden Valley, boys soccer. He's probably the best player in this league right now. He's 15.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Why?
Impressive.
He's
Why?
like, is he like the Foothill Pele?
He is. He's better than Pele.
Foothill
There, I
Pele.
said it.
All right. What about boys basketball?
It starts and ends with one name for me.
Okay, who?
Big Lou.
He's huge. He's unbelievable. He was unbelievable in that game. But also from heart, I gotta say, Frank Longsinger. Frank Longsinger, I was there at the back end of that game, or the first half of the game.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
You've opened the can of
The
worms.
can
here.
of worms. Their bench crew, that's what they call themselves.
Bench with a W or a K or a 3 or whatever. Yeah,
They're dying to get on this show. They think they should be on this list.
Bench crew.
So is our buddy Ryan Williams, who blocked a big shot.
Ryan Williams. Shout out to that kid. That kid is awesome. I love Ryan Williams.
Named after Ryan Sandberg,
The Rhino.
baseball player, Hall of Famer.
From Spokane, Washington.
Hey, look at you. So, bench crew. Is the bench crew, is that just the guys on the bench, or is that
The guys in the bench.
They're not the tribe, okay.
Very active. And
Okay. I would say so. They got yelled at. I saw them. They get yelled at all the time by the ref for standing up. They say, "Hey, sit down, sit down." It's good.
Bench is going to be really, really happy with this one.
All right.
So they're that involved in the game. I haven't seen them yet. Are they that exciting to watch? The bench? Through?
They're probably the most exciting bench out of all the teams so far.
Bench.
Fair enough. Okay, Frank Longsinger. I think he was instrumental in the game.
Hard show though. Is there anything else that?
Maybe a Valencia girl or a Valencia girls basketball thing.
Well, there's another big Canyon Valencia matchup on Friday with the top 2 teams in the Valley. You got
the matchup.
the potential dynasty in the making, Valencia girls basketball, and the one that's holding on, Canyon girls basketball.
Let me ask you a question.
Legacy match.
Let me ask you a question. This has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Number 5 on Saugus. What was his name?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Jacob Tobon?
He's the guard. He was the
Tobon.
Jacob Tobon. That guy was. I was there for only the first half of the game. He was instrumental in the first quarter, at least. Second quarter, not so much.
He's a tough player, though.
But do you know what he did in the rest of the game?
Yeah, scored all his other points in the third quarter.
Okay.
Nothing in the fourth quarter.
And
so he's an odd guy. He does first and third quarters.
Tobon. What's his first name?
quarters
Tobon.
only.
Odd quarters only for Jacob Tobon.
Jacob Tobon.
And he's a tough player. Like he's fearless. I mean, he'll go against. He gets banged around in the post there, and
He's a good little player. I'll tell you that for Saugus. And for Saugus, to be honest, I've been a little disappointed by Saugus. They came out in togas last night because they wanted free pizza. Give them that, okay? I just didn't think they were loud enough.
Make your list. Let's
Fair enough.
check it twice.
Just for you, Carrie. Just for you. All right, the new Hot 10 list, forged from gold.
There's stuff falling
Let me
off.
see if I can get this up a little higher. All right, fine, I'll hold it.
What'd you call him?
Check it out. Soak it in. Thoughts, gentlemen, thoughts?
bench crew pretty high, huh?
Bench crew.
Bench crew through. Is that how that?
Do you want me to?
I think that there's like way too much heart on this.
Okay, well let's just begin. Okay, Sandy Ikiora, I believe that's right. Sandy Beach is what I prefer. She is coming up on Friday. Can expect to see some big things from her. So a little bit of buzz behind that.
She probably would hate that nickname.
Well, she does. She can tweet me. Number 9, Rebecca Harrison. Dan, why did I put Rebecca Harrison at number 9? Tell me why.
Because she's awesome. Five goals in 4 games.
5 goals in 4 games. I love it. Awesome.
And Valencia is in first place.
Valencia girls hoops.
Also.
Possible dynasty. These girls are going to be big. Okay, fine. Foothill League dynasty. Jacob Tobon, Saugus basketball player. He was instrumental in the first half of the game. In the third quarter of the game.
Saugus also winless in the football.
Tobon.
Just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Fair enough.
There's an O right here. It's Tobon.
Tobon, let get it. Okay, fair enough. All right, Mary, well, I don't even remember her last name. Mary who?
Kniesel.
Kniesel.
K-N.
K.
Ernie, help me out here. K-N-I-E-E-I-S-L.
E-I-S-L.
Yeah.
Why is she on this list?
Mary Kniesel. She actually, and I think I made a mistake. I said she scored 4 in the last 4 games. Also 5 in the last 4 games.
Well, look
for
at that.
Canyon girls soccer.
Look at you, Canyon girls soccer. Number 5, West Ranch students. They totally deserve it, even though I know you don't think so. They came out in a road game. They were a smaller student section, and they were so loud.
They didn't come out on a road game. That was a small crowd.
That was
to some of the crowds that Hart has brought out to.
Still a road game though. Still a road. Okay, you want to talk about Hart on a road game? Yeah. Hart at Saugus, they were asleep. There was like 2 people there. They had the tribe sign and everything. There was like 2 people there. Come on. All right. Number 4, Frank Longsinger, good Hart player. He was also instrumental in the game against Saugus. which actually Saugus put up a good fight.
In my game, by the way, real quick, Valencia Golden Valley, even the home Valencia crowd wasn't that big, so that one, you know.
If they want this, they're gonna have to step it up.
That's right.
Step it up a little bit.
I don't like that it's like 15 people from Hart on a 10.
Well, let me get through it. We can discuss, okay? Francisco Perez, the Pele of the Foothill League. You said it yourself.
Okay, you said it, and then I reluctantly agreed, I guess.
Fair enough. Bench crew at number 2. They're easily the most easily the most entertaining bench team to watch, obviously. And then Big Lou number 1, he's just so good. You can't not put Big Lou at the top. You can't do it. All right.
I don't know, if I was one of these athletes and I was like, oh, okay, a bunch of bench players on a basketball team is above me, that's a little insulting.
I agree, and I also think, like I said, it's very hard heavy. I mean, there's other guys in the Foothill League that are stepping up, other than Jacob Tobon on a team that hasn't won a game in the Foothill League.
Frank,
I like Frank a lot, but Frank is not one of the
Let me ask you this.
guys. Maybe Jesse Lonson.
For Jacob Tobon, does Saugus rely on Jacob Tobon? Do you think that they do?
What?
Do you think that they rely on him as being their best player?
What's that say?
Do you think that they were like the Lakers rely on Kobe Bryant? Does Saugus rely on Jacob Tobon?
But the Lakers, you know,
It's about the same amount.
yeah, the Lakers are also not a good team, so I don't know. You know, if you're not winning any games, that's kind of how that goes. You know?
Well, fair enough. So I just think Jacob Tobon is easily the best player on Saugus, and I think he deserves a spot on the list.
I think there are guys like Ryan Beto on West Ranch.
I don't think Ryan's the best player.
Who's the best player on West Ranch then?
Yeah.
I think it's a collection of guys. I think that there are guys in Valencia that I could definitely say that, like Angel Cardenas is a good player.
Jaleel Howard.
Ryan Williams, the Rhino.
And then it's baseball season coming up too, right? Pitchers and catchers reporting.
I don't think anybody's. Hold on. No one's talking about
My
baseball yet.
disagreement is that
Okay, please.
Jacob's a good player.
Okay.
He's on a team that hasn't won a game.
Okay.
No offense, they just haven't won a game.
Okay.
You got Frank Lonsinger, who's probably the third or fourth best player on that team.
Really? Who's number 2?
Miles Franklin.
Oh yeah, Miles Franklin.
But another girl who's been on those lists that should be back on it is Whitney Branham from West Ranch.
I was considering that one.
The amount of desire that
Okay.
young lady has.
Sandy Beaches, she's coming off. I'm putting up Whitney Branham.
Whitney had 15 points in the first half on Tuesday. West Ranch had 15 points in the first half on Wednesday.
Whitney.
They have some wins. Saugus does not have some wins.
She's been doing. Yeah, in terms of relying on a player, West Ranch relying on Whitney Branham for sure.
Okay.
Maybe I can throw this out here. We're looking for maybe to get some more basketball up there.
Okay.
Valencia. How about Valencia's defense? Valencia boys basketball.
How about Dakota Abbott?
With the Dakota Abbott.
Valencia D. Fine.
Valencia D.
I took him off.
Valencia is in second place in league right now, and I think a lot of it is because of that D. I mean, they just disrupt teams, they press teams, and they frustrate.
Number 7. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Bench crew, if not number 2, then are we talking Miles Franklin?
I'd say Miles instead of Frank. No offense to Frank.
But does Frank? I just think that Frank was big in that game, and I think that he deserves a spot on the list.
One game.
In one game. But
Does that create buzz? Yeah. One game.
We're talking about this week, though.
Miles goes for Miles. Miles and Miles.
Okay, fine. Fine. Miles for miles.
And
Pounds for pounds.
the who's song, right?
I could walk 5,000 miles.
Nobody gets that. We're too good for that this generation.
Is that what it is?
Okay, Miles
My
Franklin.
age already.
Miles with a.
If the bench crew is not, if bench crew is not 2, where are they?
0. Shout outs? I don't know.
I think that they were easily the
They
best
seem like
student
more
section.
of a shout out category for me.
I'll give them credit. They are the most socially active group of basketball players or athletes this winter season.
I think they're the loudest.
Does the bench crew factor in?
Number
with
2,
this
they're
thing
staying.
right here with the signal staff.
No, not at all. But they can get them hyped. They can get the crowd hyped.
I kind of like this list right now.
Do one of these?
I kind of like this list. Okay, predictions right now. Who's going on that? If you were to give it to one of the student sections, where's that staff going today? Right now.
Go ahead.
West Ranch
West Ranch.
for the repeat.
Addison, go ahead.
I would say West Ranch. I go West Ranch again.
It's because of how they travel.
They travel well and they're super loud.
I will say this. I'm not going to say what team it is, but
Okay.
it's not West Ranch.
Fair enough. I like it. Do you want to lance it in?
No, we're just good. There.
Come on, lance it in. Lance it in. I know you want to.
Ooh, that's bad for it.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right.